Okay guys, now before we get into this unboxing, I want to give a shout out to Ariel for making this possible. And I also want to ask you guys a question. Now the question I want to ask is, if you only had one choice of one company to get your lures from, what would it be? Just one company for all your lures. Now a lot of you guys may pick Strike King or Megabass or whatnot, but for me, there's really only one choice, and that is Jackall. Now, I've been using Jackall baits for quite a while, even before they had their partnership with Shimano. And for me, when I look at Jackall lures from top to bottom, I see innovative, cutting-edge lures that pretty much stand out from most anyone else out there. Now, as far as notoriety, as far as lures that are notable, I think Jackall has every other company beat as far as lure selection. They have a bunch of cool hard baits that are notable. The Bassmaster Classic winning Squad Minnow Jerkbait. They have the Pompadour, which is probably the hottest topwater lure of the last few years, besides the Whopper Plopper. They have kind of a cult bait. A lot of guys use this for bedding bass. It's the Giron swim bait. They had the Boil Trigger topwater bait. They have the Gantarel ultra realistic swim bait. They have the TN lipless crankbait series. They have the flat-sided crankbait, the Jackall Bling. And of course the iProp spy bait. Now they have two standout frogs in my opinion. The Iobi frog, which is named after an angler in Japan named Ken Iobi, and the Gavacho, I think that's a poppin' frog. And when it comes to plastics, and this is where a lot of companies kind of fall down. Rapala, they make a lot of great hard baits and hard lures, but you know, what kind of plastic do they make? Now Jackall has the Flick Shake, which in my opinion catches more fish than a Senko. They have two standout, well-known drop shot baits, the Pintail Shad and the Crosstail Shad. Now other than the Robo Worm, I don't know of any other more popular drop shot baits than those two. And of course they have their Cover Craw and the LaCraw, the soft plastic crawdad that glides away from you so you can like let it glide undercover. So anyway, now those are just lures that are available here in America. Now, if you saw what was available in Japan, you'd shit yourself. I don't think we even have half of what they offer over there. But anyway, let's get to this unboxing. Now Ariel contacted me a few weeks ago. I guess he saw the really awful video I made about the Jackall riser bait, and he wanted to send me out a care package for my efforts, I guess. He took pity on me. So here we go. I have no idea what's in this box, but I'm excited to find out. Okay. Alright, we got some wrapping paper, of course. Okay, let's check this out. Alright, Ariel. He sent me the Rhythm Wave swim bait. Now this is supposed to compete with the Kitex, and I have to admit I have some of these Rhythm Waves. I haven't used them yet, but these are really good colors that he sent me, and in the sizes that I like too. 2.8 inch, and also some big ones in the 4.8 inch, also really good colors. So I'm very excited to see how these work compared to Kitex, because right now Kitex is the standard when it comes to the soft swim bait, especially with the ribbing. Everyone is kind of following their lead and producing their own, and I want to see how these work. Okay, now check this out. the Chan wake. Okay, so this is a Jackall version of a old Shimano topwater bait. I actually have one. It's a version of what they call the triple impact, and Jackall calls theirs the Chan wake. And if you have a DEPS buzz jet, this is very similar to the buzz jet. Creates a ton of commotion on the water. Let you guys take a look at this. Man, this thing is big. Okay, now this looks like a jerkbait, right? But it's actually a topwater, and it's got this circuit board lip. Look at the detailing in the gill plate there. It's got these sparkles here. So what this does, it kind of does like this on the surface of the water. And it's got this propeller in the back, so everything here is made to just cause commotion and draw topwater strikes. I've never caught a lure on the triple impact because of the size of the one I have. This one's pretty big too, and I'm very excited to test this out. It's pretty good color. So yeah, thanks Ariel for this Chan wake. Lay that off to the side. Okay, he sent me a sticker. Now this is a sticker I'm actually proud to rock. Unlike some other stickers I've got in the past. I might put this on the window of my car. Give them some free promotion. Okay, look at this. Remember how I was talking about the Flick Shake worm? He sent me a load of Jackall Flick Shakes in my second favorite color. Wow, he sent me quite a bit. I'm going to do a special video on the Flick Shake just to show you guys how effective this is. So look for that sometime soon. Okay, now remember I was telling you about the Pompadour? He sent me a ton of Pompadour Juniors. Look at that. Now I have never caught a Pompadour. I'm sorry, I've never caught a bass on a Pompadour because I don't have a Pompadour. But look at this. It looks like when I first saw this lure a few years ago on YouTube, I was like, what the hell is this? Is this supposed to be a bird that fell in the water? But this thing has taken off like crazy. I know Bama Bass has a lot of videos where these huge bass are just crushing these Pompadours. And I hope to get some strikes like that with these that Ariel sent me. He sent me a ton of colors. And yeah, it's time to get my topwater game up. Pompadour Juniors. Okay, looks like he sent me a bunch of Squad Minnow jerkbaits. As you can see, Squad Minnow is what Cliff Pace used to win the, I think, 2011 Bassmaster Classic. And of course, jerkbait fishing is one of my favorites. And he sent me good colors too. These are not crappy colors. These will all work where I live. So thanks again, Ariel. Also sent me a really big one here. So wow, that's a lot of baits. I'm really, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. So this gives me the opportunity to, I guess, put myself through a challenge. And let's see if I can catch a bass or a fish on every single one of these lures. I see the toughest one's probably going to be the big Chan wake. Maybe I can coax the bass to strike this big thing. I may have to look for new areas. And then probably I don't know, I think the Pompadour should be pretty easy. So I think everything is going to be a piece of cake except for this Chan wake because it's so big. But I'm going to try anyways. And of course I'm going to share this with you guys. Yep, Flick Shake, that's going to be a piece of cake. Catching something on the rhythm wave is going to be easy. So yeah, there we go. Thanks a lot, Ariel. Now just to let you guys know who Ariel is, here's a little backstory about Ariel. I'm sure he won't mind me sharing this with you guys. A few years ago, way back in I think 2013, I was following this blog, right? There's this guy who did a lot of city fishing or urban fishing, basically fishing in urban and city areas. And his blog was very detailed. He would go into depth about how the lure worked, his tackle he was using, and he was into, you know, very high-end tackle. He had high-end Shimanos. In fact, this blog is what helped me buy the 2013 METANIUM, which I love so much. And he also used Jackall rods and a bunch of other Jackall lures. Now his blog was so good, okay? His blog was so detailed, so informative, so descriptive that he was contacted by Jackall when they did the collaboration with Shimano for Shimano to distribute the lures here. He was contacted by them, and now he is their product manager. So yeah, congrats Ariel. I know this was a long time ago, and it's been a while since you updated your blog, but yeah, that's who Ariel is. And give him a shout out for sending this box to me and allowing me to share this with you guys. So once again, I'm going to see if I can catch one fish on each of these lures, or each of these style of lures, and share it with you. Okay guys, thanks a lot.